Enterprise managed services, as Mazars defines them, breaks into two basic pieces. That's business process outsourcing and technology management. So if you look at those two components within outsourcing, we have managed services for accounting, tax, and internal audit. A little more than that is HR, which encompasses HR administration and payroll. And then into the technology management, what we have is the management of your applications, primarily Microsoft applications. And then with IT managed services, also we have cloud services that we manage with like Azure, AWS and things like that, as well as on-site services for hardware break fix. And then we also do cybersecurity and vulnerability management. Those are primarily the areas that we're focused with today as Mazars Enterprise Managed Services. Organizations generally benefit from managed services basically through being able to focus on what it is they do best. So if you take the things that they do more routinely, they may have to take away from those strategic things that they want to work on, then the routine stuff can be outsourced and managed by someone else. In this case, your IT services, where we can manage your IT services, day to day, and then you can take your IT resources and focus them on the more strategic things. That would be true in accounting outsourcing, as well as cybersecurity, as well as HR administration. Mazars differentiates itself in a couple different ways for managed services. The first one is that we offer it all in one single platform. So if you're doing accounting outsourcing and or you're doing IT outsourcing, all of those services can be offered through one basic platform with one person that will help you manage all of those things. The second thing we do is we actually customize your packages. So just because you do accounting outsourcing, you may do it a different way than another firm needs. Maybe you need more things like tax and sales tax administration, maybe you don't. So we basically will customize those things to suit your needs. So when we think about the questions that customers ask us and that we sometimes would like to ask them, is how do they manage the skills gaps they have today? A lot of that's caused in some cases by what we're calling the Great Resignation. People leaving your company because they can find other employment elsewhere, maybe making more money, or maybe just a change of scenery. Doesn't really matter. So how are they addressing that? What managed services can do is help you address that by filling the skills gap that you may have, as well as by providing people in a stable environment, so that if one person leaves from Mazars, for example, we have a deep bench that can help keep that service in continuity that you might lose if you had one or two people on your IT staff and one of them left.